All right, so the swineherd just told Telemachus that Penelope has not gotten married, that she is still at home grieving. So the swineherd steps back. Stepping back, he took the bronze shod lance. So he's holding a lance that is made out of bronze. And the young prince entered the cabin over the worn doorstone. So now Telemachus is entering the swineherd's cabin hut. Odysseus moved aside, yielding his couch, but from across the room, Telemachus checked him. So Odysseus is in there waiting. He's disguised as a beggar, and he sees the prince entering, and so he goes to move, but Telemachus tells him to stop. Friend, sit down. We'll find another chair in our own hut. Here is the man to make one. The swineherd, when the quiet man sank down, built a new pile of evergreens and fleeces, a couch for the dear son of great Odysseus. So you might be like, what? He just built a couch? It's not a couch like what we would think of a couch. It's a pile of evergreens and fleeces. So I'm guessing like branches from pine trees, like the soft part, and then fleece. I don't know. I really don't know what this would look like, but it's not like he didn't just build a couch. Then gave them trenchers of good meat left over from the roast pork of yesterday, and heaped up willow baskets full of bread, and mixed an ivy bowl of honey-hearted wine. Then he sat down facing Odysseus. Their hands went out upon the meat and drink, and they fell to, ridding themselves of hunger. So now they're feasting, all three men, the swineherd, Odysseus, Telemachus. But no one knows who Odysseus is. So Telemachus sends a swineherd to let his mother, Penelope, know that he has returned safely. So the reason he does that is because he knows the suitors want to kill him. So he sent the swineherd, the suitors don't care about him because he's not competition. So he's like, go tell my mom I'm back. Then Athena appears to Odysseus and is like, you need to let Telemachus know who you are. And so to prepare Odysseus for this reunion, this is what she does. Saying no more, she tipped her golden wand upon the man, making his cloak pure white and the knit tunic fresh around him. Lithe and young she made him, ruddy with sun, his jawline clean, the beard no longer grew upon his chin, and she withdrew when she had done. So she tips her wand at him, she cleans him all up, makes his clothes nice and fresh, gets rid of the beard he's grown at sea, makes him look younger, makes him look strong. Then Lord Odysseus reappeared, and his son was thunderstruck. I mean, imagine that you're in a hut with this old beggar, and all of a sudden he's young and like clean and kingly, and he's like, that's pretty terrifying. Fear in his eyes, he looked down and away as though it were a god and whispered, Stranger, you are no longer what you were just now. Your cloak is new, even your skin. You are one of the gods who rule the sweep of heaven. Be kind to us, and we'll make you fair oblation and gifts of hammered gold. Have mercy on us. So he's saying that, sorry. Yeah, I'm making a video. You can do that. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to keep going because, sorry. Life. Okay, so Telemachus is like, oh my gosh, you just transformed before my eyes. You can't be a person. You have to be a god. But be nice. Like, I'll give you gifts. Like, have mercy on me. The noble, enduring man replied, No god. Why take me for a god? No, I am that father whom your boyhood lacked and suffered pain for lack of. I am he. Okay, so this is Odysseus' reveal. I'm not a god, I'm your father. I'm the one that you suffered because I was gone. Held back too long, tears ran down his cheeks and he embraced his son. So now he's crying and hugging his son. Only Telemachus, uncomprehending, wild with incredulity, cried out, You cannot be my father Odysseus. Meddling spirits conceived this trick to twist the knife in me. No man of woman born could work these wonders by his own craft, unless a god came into it with ease to turn him young or old at will. I swear you were in rags and old, and here you stand like one of the immortals. So Telemachus literally can't believe his eyes. He's like, yeah, no, you just transformed. You can't be my father. You can't be a mortal man unless a god helped you. Now we know Athena helped him. Odysseus brought his ranging mind to bear. So he takes control of his thoughts, and he says, This is not princely to be swept away by wonder at your father's presence. No other Odysseus will ever come, for he and I are one, the same. His bitter fortune and wanderings are mine. 20 years gone, and I am back on my own island. All right, so Odysseus is just like putting his foot down. No, it is me. I was gone for 20 years, and I'm back, and I'm your dad. Then, throwing his arms around this marvel of a father, Telemachus began to weep. So now they're both hugging and they're crying. Salt tears rose from the wells of longing in both men, and cries burst from both as keen and fluttering as those of the great taloned hawk, whose nestlings take before they fly. So helplessly they cried, pouring out tears that might have gone on weeping till sundown. So they embrace, they hug, they're crying. Their cries are as great as a hawk whose babies have been stolen from its nest. They're just crying and hugging and weeping. They're just so overwhelmed by seeing each other again. Once they get it together, Telemachus lets Odysseus know that they face more than 100 suitors. Odysseus tells Telemachus to return home. He says, I'll follow. So he says, okay, you go ahead and go. I'll follow you, but I'm still going to be disguised. And you cannot let anyone know who I am. And please lock away all of my weapons and armor. So now we will see what happens when Odysseus goes home.